Last year, 20th of November, which was celebrated as Children's Day, we launched the guide. And today we have facilitators from all over the country being sensitized as to the different teams that are within the guide. The persons that you see in there, they are people who will be facilitating training throughout the country of Belize. And so we have the churches, we have Ministry of Education, Department of Youth Services, we have CDF, we have YES, and several other organizations who work with parents, and particularly those who work with young parents, because the intention of the guide is to ensure that we harmonize training throughout the country. In the guide, it has three thematic areas. It looks at coping with parenting for life. It looks at child development. It looks at health, sexual health and reproductive health. It looks at the whole issue of separation and loss, and not only death, but the whole issue of when one is transferred. It also looks at how do we understand the difference between our children, because we are parents, we have children, but they're all different. And so we have to know how to work with each child individually rather than to think that they're supposed to all behave the same.
As you said, they will now go out and train. Will it be open to parents all over the country?
It'll be open to parents all over the country, because the whole idea is to reach parents all over the country, because we all know that parenting is a difficult issue. Parenting doesn't come with a guide. And if we look at all the problems that we're having with our young children, and the fact that we have so many young parents, we could understand how very important it is to have this kind of sensitization and then the facilitation and the training.
Some parents might argue, well, who are you all to tell them how to raise their children?
Exactly. And hence the reason why we need to go to some people. But you know, one of the things that we learned today is that most of the facilitators find the book to be very comprehensive, because it also speaks about coping with children with disabilities. That is another difficult area. And so we are mindful and we are hopeful that at the end of 6 months that the reviews are going to be good, and that we will start to see a different type of parenting style in our country.